Hello everybody, welcome to this class, week number 7. The title of this class is Use Post-Reading Activities to Prepare Students for Reading. The most important idea about this lesson is the reflection in our learning, especially in our learners. This is the most important, how we are going to reflect in the test that it was provided for the teacher. Okay. In this case, we're seeing some strategies that they are going to help us. For example, question, answer, relationship. This strategy is very interesting because the teacher, after we provide a test and after students read, the teacher will make a question. Okay, and this question will be in 3 parts. The first part is right there. It means that it will be a question that the student is going to read and he will find the answer specifically right here in the test. So the answer is in the test. Okay. The second part is the following one is think and search. So the answer is not specifically in the test. You have to read the test a lot of time and see, because the answer is there, but you need to look for. The answer could be in the line number 2 and line number 5 and line number 6. That is. The last one is in my own. That question that the teacher is going to select, it is about, that question is not exactly in the test. You have to think about this because the answer is in your head, in your knowledge, or maybe in experience that you lived before. So this is about the strategy of question, answer, and relationship. Right there, the answer is there in the test. Think and search. The answer is in the test, but you need to look for very carefully because it's in line 2, line 5, line 6. In many different lines you will find that the answer, but it's not exactly in one part specifically. And the last one, talk about or answer about your experience or your previous knowledge. Here we have some examples. Summarizing is a very nice way to understand the topic. Of course, if we understand the reading, it will be very easy for you to summarize and write the most important information there. Most of the time, I strongly recommend you to write just a short part of the test and let it give your opinion, ideas, how this test connects with your daily life or some experience here in your country, in your city, how it affects us, or what is the message of this. So all those ideas you have considered in your summary. Okay, do not forget, just write a short brief information and later provide examples, ideas, experience, and more. Here we have more examples and videos to see. Whip rounds. This is very interesting indeed. Okay, this is the idea. Okay, this is the idea about this. The teacher makes a question, okay, and all the students, okay, has to answer. All the students have to answer in a piece of paper, whatever you want. Okay, and later they stand up and share their ideas with different classes. Later, one student participates and he gives their ideas, their opinions, and continue. He continue, and once again they practice each other. They say their ideas, their opinions, how is it work for each one of them, and later the teacher says, please participate. If the student has the same idea, he has to paraphrase their ideas and try to give the same idea, but not exactly the same. You know what I mean, right? If I say the sofa is color green, he has to say the sofa is color green and it's comfortable to sit, something like this. Okay, so it has the chance that all the students can participate. Think, pair, and share. This is very similar like whip around, but in this case, remember, whip around, I'm with a friend and I speak later. I have to look for another classmate to give my ideas, but in this case, you have a partner, just a partner in all the class. So not whole the class, but just one part of the class. That can be at the end of the class, of course. So This is my partner, and we are going to talk about the question indeed. So we are going to answer the question individually, and later we share our ideas, and at the end we are agree, maybe we disagree. So that's very nice. Or maybe we have the same idea, and later the teacher asks for someone to participate. So we choose each other. I say, okay, me, all right, all right. So I participate and I give my idea, my opinion about the test or about the question specifically. And this is the idea about it. And then also I can share the idea of my friend or my friend's ideas, and it will be very nice too. It's exit slips and also called exit ticket. It's very famous indeed. That is very nice because it says that before you finish your class, of course, 15 minutes later, before maybe, uh, the teacher make a question about the class, about the test that they read. So students have to answer in a piece of paper, whatever they want, and they have to give the teacher before they leave the classroom. Okay, so and also you can take this time in order to make feedback if you want. But if you don't want to make feedback, it's much better if you apply this before 5 minutes you finish your class. It's like the reflection. There are two ways. You can make a question specifically about the reading. You will have all the ideas of your students, and you can think about if the next time that you are going to present a test, what things should you improve or maybe change according their experience. Okay, or the another way is make a survey or as an assessment evaluation. No, as I said, as I told you, sorry, reflection time, the reflection paper. What was easy? What was difficult? All right, how did you learn that part? Why did you learn? What did you learn? How can I improve? Something like this. So you have the assessment paper, and you have some information, some important information, just to improve your next class. That is the idea about exit slips. Well, and here we have more examples. Creative writing. Yes, of course, after you finish, you have to make an activity that can be not exactly reading, could be writing, listening, speaking, as in this case, writing. Areas of interest. Yes, that's very nice. Creative discussions. Yes, of course. Quiz your classmates. Yes, each one you can divide the class in groups, and one group is going to prepare some questions about the test, and the other one of course prepares their 5 questions, and you can answer between them. Will be very interesting. Finding related news. Okay. Prepare a survey. Yes. Okay. Yes, that's very true. You can use some technology resources to apply this. Part of the speech. Yes, of course. Now, what type of words? The moral. What would you use that word in a sentence? Oh, that's very nice. Questions from pictures. Okay, this idea is much about predicting, now inferring what will happen if the main character will do that, something like that, some prediction. No, it's interesting indeed. Character analysis, yes, it's true. We have to focus on the characters. A graphic organizer is always important, no? A graphic organizer is like a summary. You can make your summary, as I told you, as an essay, and of course you can present it in a mind map. Some graphic organizers are divided in many different ways, and they are really fun, interesting, and motivating. Of course, you can use some digital resources to make it better. There are some important like my model. This is really good. CAM tools. It's amazing to make my maps, which you can include some links from YouTube, some scientific articles, some valuable information that you found, everything that you want. Oh, yes, of course. Yes, of course. Graphic organizers give us the chance to understand better ways the information that we want to know, and specifically about the definitions or some parts that we need to know. just because graphic organizers give us a chance to understand more about or to get specific information. That is the truth. When you have some tests and you know that this test would be some memory exercises, for example, which how many types does it have, for example, okay, you read your graphic organizer 6, which are they, and you remember, no, just forget specific information, no. Questioning the author of the book or story, yes, that is very nice. Do you agree with the author's ending? Yes or no? Tell me why. Yes, the ending of the story. Yes, changing the end of the story. This is very famous. Design a poster or advertise the book. Yes, it would be amazing. It's a typical product when we read a book or just part of a passage. You know? In order to connect according to our society's problems, right? Final thoughts. That's it. Well, actually, I hope you can understand much better these kind of exercises or techniques. Now it's time to work hard. Now, suppose that we are working in groups in order to find a better solution for this. I mean, in which one we have to face and challenge this. It means that you have to divide your group into, you have to challenge, you have to make in your groups pre-reading activities, while reading activities, post-reading activities. I will give you a specific topic to work on it. Okay, maybe one group is going to work with kindergarten topics, so you have to prepare your material for kindergarten, for children specifically, which pre-reading activities can you do during the activities and post-reading. The same will be with primary, high school, college, institutes, and others. The idea is that we have to provide many strategies in order that our students in our society can understand much better, and this material will be very useful for so many teachers, especially you.